Last week, somebody, Joseph I think it was, brought up this Bible verse, and it is Isaiah 48:10. It says, "See, I have refined you, though not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction." Remember, he said, we were talking about why bad things happen. Why would God allow a bad thing to happen, right? What?
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I think so. Everything happens for a reason. Well, this verse talks about that. That furnace of affliction is basically a bad thing. That's not a pleasant thing, is it? Let me read it again. See, I have refined you, though not as silver. I have tested you in the furnace of affliction. Okay. So every time I bring up this verse, this is what I think about. Come up here and look at this. These are fired bullets. Pass one of those around. You pass one around. These are fired bullets here.
You're not cool.
Just look at them.
Go.
Now these are not pure lead. You can probably see some dirt in them. Some of them have a little bit of copper. And what we're going to do is we're going to cast some bullets. And what we need first is pure lead. Well, can you imagine for a second having to carve all the impurities out of this? Look at there. This is copper jacketed. You got to get rid of all that copper. This is all copper. Lead's on the inside. It would take you 2 lifetimes to carve all the impurities out of this.
2
right?
lifetimes. Why 2 lifetimes?
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have sharp objects.
What?
Okay, now.
Everybody
But
got
what-
to have my me too. That's a sharp object. No, it's not. Little iron. I'll have it.
So,
Yes.
instead, what you do is you melt this down.
Can we examine?
We'll set this down lower. Okay, so now, what this is, imagine this being you guys during a hard time in your life and you feel like you're having a meltdown, right? And now this is already, see that turning the liquid there?
I can't see
In the nooks and crannies and around the edges.
Oh.
See it?
Oh, yeah.
And so just, and sometimes we ask God why. So we say, God, can't you see I'm falling apart here? Can't you see I'm having a meltdown? Right? Why don't you stop this? Because it's a painful process, right?
Is that lead?
This is all lead, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That looks cool. When it look at it.
And this is, see, if I scrape the top, you can see the color. See how clean and pure that is?
Oh, when it's like dry and there's beer. Could I have some?
Yep, I'm going to give you guys some.
Yay! Because that looks so cool. Rain is out.
Okay, now it's just about all
I'll
liquid.
have Rainas.
Except we've got some bullets in there. The lead's going to melt outside of the copper casings. And we see only now, see all this dirty stuff that's sand and that's impurities in the lead? That's the stuff that we couldn't carve out of there. That's the stuff when I said it would take us 2 lifetimes to cut that out with our pocket knife. And now all of a sudden it's all floating to the surface. All of our lead has melted down and everything else.
Not all of it.
Well, this is, see, look, this is just a hollow copper jacket now. Can you see the hole in it from that side? There's no lead in there. So now, and this is the same thing God does within us,
They
right?
scoop it out.
Now that we're melted, He can just go along and He can take all those impurities right out and get rid of them.
Can I turn it lower?
No, it's all right.
Purpose wants to do something.
Okay,
Not only that, it's turning. Oh, it's red.
look at that. That's just a little lead in there. But the rest of that's just garbage, good for nothing, right? And only when we've gone through that furnace and that meltdown can we be purified, and the impurities will float to the surface, and then at that point can be removed. Okay? Now, step back a little bit. This is
Back.
This is a, you're all right there. This is a bullet mold.
Oh, we get to mold bullets.
I'm going to show you
We get
this
to
here.
keep a bullet.
They would trust us with that.
He's letting us keep a bullet, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Uh-oh. That's a bad bullet. No, it's not. Is it dry already?
Yeah, but now we gotta,
Knock it with a baseball bat.
don't touch that yet. We're gonna, we gotta get this mold warmed up.
Probably
get this back in there.
Blair's not trying to burn himself today.
Messed up. I still see some dirt. It's alright. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It dries fast. Yeah, it dries like a second.
I'm just gonna get the I'm gonna just dumb today.
Let's see.
Nice clean bullet. That's a that.
What's your feetsies?
Don't touch these.
Heart.
Do they actually do that to make bullets?
Lead ones.
No, we just told that to make the fun of it. Hi, bud.
Touch it.
Stay back.
Yeah.
Wait, why is he here?
Honestly, can be. It's okay. Blair hurts himself.
Okay, so don't touch these.
himself. I wanted to touch.
No, not yet.
It doesn't take them long to cool off, but they're still probably pretty hot. So we'll get the, again, who said it? We got these impurities back on the surface.
Said.
Get rid of those.
What's your name? Heart. H-A-R-T.
What?
Heart. His name.
Right?
More bullets.
Yeah.
Do they actually do this for real?
So then, so you see what's going on here. It takes being melted down, it takes the impurities being removed, and then what we're doing here is we are making a weapon for war, just like God wants each one of us to be, right?
Can we hold it?
Be very careful there. Yep, pass it. Hold on, let me grab them, okay? And you guys can have these.
Can I have one?
Yep. Hold on, I gotta make a few more.
Yeah, there you go. That's my grandpa. Can we keep one?
Yeah.
So they actually use these for real bullets?
Yeah.
What kind of bullet would this be?
This would be a 308 caliber.
Okay, what gun was it going?
So a 308 or 30-06.
I'm gonna get one of. I'm gonna get a gun like this. So I have a 30.
Don't touch these.
Don't touch those.